Hello, beautiful earth angels and divine beings. Welcome to the series. Welcome back to the series of Venus. Today we are going to get into Venus in Scorpio. And I just saw some clouds and I pictured one of the clouds looked like it was a face blowing a kiss. And I saw a whole bunch of rainbows today, just beautiful rainbows. Bright, magnificent. Um, some were faint, but it'll be perfect for Venus in Scorpio. And you may think, what? That does not sound like Scorpio, but I should start with. If you don't know me by now, my name is Teresa. I'm an intuitive life coach, intuitive astrologer, and I don't need your birth time to do a reading because I channel messages and I will help to guide you with what you need to be guided in. And this channel is all about, you guys, it's all about true love. If you are on a twin flame journey, kingdom spouse journey, soulmate journey, if you are in or looking for a divine union and want help with through astrology and intuition, then you are in the right place. So, Venus in Scorpio. Venus and Scorpio, Scorpios are super intense. If you have your Venus in Scorpio, then you know this about yourself. If you are a cross watcher, um, then you need to know this about Venus and Scorpio. So, Venus and Scorpio, you guys are really incredible, really intense, very intense. Scorpio is represented by the scorpion. And you know that stinger that the scorpion has is, I mean, that's how Scorpio can be. Either they're pretty intense and they love deeply. I mean, they are so um, they're not going to want to Venus in Scorpio, you're not going to want a casual relationship. um and this channel is all about, true connection. So you could, Venus and Scorpio, use your energy and your placement for something casual, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. So, and I'm thinking that someone that's not in high vibration has already clicked off of this video already anyway. 303, as I said that on the timer. So Venus and Scorpio, um, you're going to want something deep. Um, let's say even in, history, in your prior relationships, you have had a casual thing, you've done casual love. Um, it's still deep. You have still gone in deep emotionally with your other person, and yourself, because Scorpio is very it's represented by water. Scorpio is a water sign. It's a fixed sign, so you could be really stubborn. And It also represents, Scorpio also is the ruler of the eighth house. Now, we're talking about Venus in Scorpio here, but the eighth house is about transformation. Scorpio, you know, is represented also too, is like a phoenix rising. So on fire, burning, and then until a Scorpio is turned into ashes and rises to the phoenix, to their higher self. Scorpios go through transformations like that. And you guys, we all have Scorpio in our charts. And again, this is a general, I don't know if I said this already, but I've said this in my other videos, 444 on the timer as I said this. This is a general educational video. And at the end, stay tuned because I will give an intuitive download that pertains to Venus and Scorpio. So you guys, you could, Venus and Scorpio, have, and cross watchers, know this about Venus and Scorpio. You could have different placements that either intensify you or calm down the energy. But I'm going to say you're still an intense being. Um, and Earth angels with Venus and Scorpio, you are awesome. Um, the eighth house also rules sex. Some people would say it doesn't. And the fifth house is the ruler of sex, but that's more of like casual dating. But the eighth house is deep desire, and I believe also to marriage. So confirmation on my phone. Um, Getting a voice message. So maybe you're going to get a phone call, but I'll save that for the intuitive download. 1:31 on the clock as I say that. So, um, what was I just saying? You're a fixed sign. Sex, yes. So partnerships are usually the seventh house is the house of relationships, but the eighth house is the house after relationships. It's also about other people's monies, transformation. Did I say monies? Other people's money, transformation, and deep desire and the occult. So, when you are in a marriage, you're deeply tied to that person. And with money and also transformation, you are not the same. You're not the same as when you first get married to, as you were the first day, year, 2 years, however many years that you end up being married, rest of your life. If you are one of those who have already found their counterpart, then awesome, congratulations. Um, and I'm happy to hear how, I'm happy to be here to help in any way. So Venus and Scorpio, you're ruled by Pluto and also Mars. And right now, and I'm just looking up, I could look up in my ephemeris. You, Venus and Lore, um, Venus in love, maybe I was going to say more. So Venus in Scorpio, you are highly attractive. You probably have always been highly attractive and throughout your life, and you will be, but more of in not like Libra, more of a mysterious way, more where people just like you have this sexual aura about you, this energy, this magnetism about you. And you could have different placements in your chart, like I said, that could intensify or calm that energy down. But Venus in Scorpio is going to be pretty deep. um, and I'm just looking up, um, let's see here. So yeah, um, you are going to be able to know when people are not telling the truth. You are going to be able to just feel it. You're highly intuitive, and it's something that comes from within. And so just be careful that you are channeling, you're in high vibration, you're using the divine, the most high to tap into your intuition. Because as people, we're spiritual beings having a human experience, we could put our own twist on thoughts that we think people are thinking. And even then, you could know what someone's thinking, but they may choose to act a different way in high vibration. Everybody, we're here on a learning journey. And this channel is for people who are either in a high vibrational relationship, a divine union of some sort, or on one of those divine union journeys, twin flame, soulmate, kingdom spouse. So this is, um, So if you're with someone who's just wants a casual thing, like just, you know, I'm not here to talk about that or to give advice on that. This is not the channel for that. This is for deep, meaningful, true love, partner, power couple relationships. So your partner, whether you're with someone or not, be careful with your intuition and being um, what's the right word I'm trying to think of, partial to your own feelings versus your partner's feelings, because you can tell, what people are thinking and if they're lying. And it's so funny because I want to say it's like you could, it's like you, um, I channel these messages, you guys. So like it's like you could smell the fart, like you could smell like an SBD, or if someone says, like they're just pretending that they didn't, but you're in a room, like in a theater or something, watching a movie, and you're like, you could tell where it came from, it's there. Maybe I don't know what that's called when you can, smell something. This must be for somebody out there, so I'm gonna look it up. Um, I'm just looking it up here, you guys. Thank you for your patience. So it's like clair olfaction. That makes sense. Olfactory, your nose. Clair clair olfaction. Anyway, that must have been for somebody there. So, but Venus and Scorpio, you know the truth. So just be careful that you are being objective and you're not putting your own feelings. Give your person and people around you in your relationships room to grow. Because we're going through this journey. And just because you know something doesn't mean that that will come to fruition with another person. And I don't know why I keep saying that. So it must be this must be somebody for somebody um, that, maybe someone has intentions that are good, but they're still learning how to navigate. And maybe that's you. Maybe that's you, Venus in Scorpio. Maybe that's why. And at 12:21 on the timer. So it's got to be somebody out there, that even if it's a small percentage, that this is you. You're learning how to navigate yourself, being in high vibration, even though you want to perhaps do something that's like deep, maybe manipulative. That's not how you want to be. And then Venus in Libra, Venus in Scorpio. People may look at you like you are. Yes, that's it. People may look at you like you are. Manipulative or malicious, but that's not who you are at all because you're so deep. And I mean, you could just, and depending, it depends on where your Mercury is placed. That depends, like wherever your Mercury is will also define how you and your spirit, define how you actually speak to people. But you could cut straight to the, you know, um, through the bullshit. And yes, I cuss. And so you could cut straight to it and see it. And like I said, like you could smell that shit, from 10,000 miles away. You could feel it. And people may think that you're like that. And maybe you have been like that, to where you have been, malicious, or you've had manipulative tendencies or not. I don't know. This is you. You're the only one who knows this. But people may look at you like that because you're so deep, you're so magnetic, and you are able to. Um, you're really able to attract people because of being mysterious, and you are not going to want anything that's isn't deep, even if it's, let's say you have Scorpio ruling your fifth house. And so even if you are somebody who likes casual relationships, or who has had that in the past, you're not going to want anything that's surface level. So that's what I have for you, Venus in Scorpio. Please remember to like and subscribe to this channel if you would like to. This is an energy exchange. So the more that we're connected, the better and the more focused my channels will be for you. And no pressure. I mean, the divine, divine timing and the divine guide. So if you feel called, then please do that. If not, that's okay. If you'd like to book a reading, there is a link below, and you can book a reading through my website, and you don't have to have your time because I am an intuitive. Um, I will be able to channel in the message that you are needing to hear. So let's get into the channeled message for Venus in Scorpio. I already got a little bit. So I already got a little bit before this message this morning, and then just before I started this video with the clouds, looking like there was a person looking as if it was blowing a kiss. So there's that. And then I saw all of these rainbows this morning. It was sprinkling, raining harder in different areas where I was driving, but rainbows kept appearing everywhere as I kept turning, and they were beautiful. Some were faint, and some were magnificent and just focused and um, bright. Brilliant is the word that was coming to my mind. And I saw, a full half dome as well. So, Venus and Scorpio, you see detail, and not detail like Virgo. Um, you can get deep into Scorpio rules the sciences. You can look deep into the micro biology. Therapy. If you have strong placements in Scorpio, you could also be a therapist because you could get to the dark, darker aspects of people's lives of life and help them to um, bring out those rainbows. That's what I was thinking bowls at the same time as well, but that's where the rainbow ties in. um, Bowls meaning petri dish, because you could look deep into the details, let's say at the bottom of the ocean, and you could go into um, micro level in science or in love, and that's why you're so intuitive, because you will take the time, and you have an inclination to be able to find out the truth, find out the little tiny details, because you want to know, you want the answer. You go off of your feelings, and so, as far as love right now, I would say, and again, and I say again because in my other videos I say this, but Scorpio is ruled by Pluto and also Mars. And right now, Pluto just moved into Aquarius. And gosh, let me look at my ephemeris here. And Mars is retrograde in Cancer. And so Pluto moved into Aquarius last year, and it went back into Capricorn, I want to say around November. But Pluto's going to be in Aquarius for the next about 20 years. And so, yes, I'm just looking here at the ephemeris here. So, yeah, so it did go back into, last year. So I'm looking at the right year here. Yep, it was still Pluto in Capricorn. Okay, yep, Pluto in Capricorn in January, and then it moved the third week it looks like, and I'm not looking at the quite the date exactly, into Aquarius, and then it went back into Capricorn. Why is this relevant, Spirit? In November, but now we're back into Aquarius. So it must be relevant for somebody. So the energy has shifted. But right now we are, Pluto is in Aquarius, and the sun just moved into Aquarius, and the moon, we just had a new moon in Aquarius, and a confirmation on my phone. So there, this is relevant with all of the Aquarius energy. We're going to have a lot of energy in Pisces as well. Here, we already have the North Node moved into Pisces, but slow down. Um, so that you can really get into the details of yourself or somebody else, and you don't need to overdo it. You don't have to get obsessive, although that may be a little bit difficult. If you find yourself getting obsessive about somebody or something or yourself, then it'll be important to take on another um, skill, habit, another recreation, something to help lift yourself out of that obsessive part of Scorpio. That can, it can happen. But it is, I'm not saying that you're obsessive. I'm just saying that if you feel like you're getting a little obsessive, then take yourself, shift that energy, and focus on something that is high vibrational. Um, because this channel is all about connecting with your true person. That we have different soulmates. But this, I'm here to help guide you in connection to the person that you want to be with in this life to make a huge, you know, it'll be a huge shift, a relationship. It'll be a huge shift for humanity and the energies in the universe. Um, but you could slow down a little bit and pay attention to the details, how you feel around the person that either you want to pursue or who is pursuing you. And I'm going to say things are probably a little bit slow. See, they feel a little bit slow in the area of love right now, and that's okay. You don't have to 22:44, as I said that on the timer. You don't have to hurry love. Um, what's that song? There's a song that's coming through. Um, and also, I thought about this when I was going to make the Venus in Libra video, and but it didn't come through. And the Alicia Keys Fallen. If you get to that point where you're just not sure, you're in and out of love, it'll be important to take a step back and don't need to rush love. Love. What is that song? Um, oh, it's Can't Hurry Love. Um, Can't Hurry Love by Phil Collins. So you can't hurry love. Can't hurry love lyrics. Phil Collins. I need love, love to ease my mind. I need to find someone to call mine. But mama said you can't hurry love. No, you just have to wait. She said love don't come easy. It's a game of give and take. You can't hurry love. No, you just have to wait. You got to trust, give it time, no matter how long it takes. But how many heartaches must I stand before I find love to let me live again? So those two songs will be significant. Falling by Alicia Keys and Can't Hurry Love by Phil Collins. So um, it's okay to go slow and to take a little bit of time. I would give it, you'll really have to discern, you'll really have to feel and you'll know when you're taking yourself out of like, don't, if you have obsessive thoughts, then do something to help with that. But follow your intuition and you're going to know when it's time to pursue or be pursued. If somebody is in your energy field, pay attention to how you feel, the little details of how they are, how you feel when you're around them, what they say. Um, but there's going to be really a lot more to do with feelings. Um, ooh, and the clouds just covered the sun right now, so um, to their darker side, to their shadow side, to how they are. And that doesn't mean that you can't, I mean, we're spiritual beings having a human experience, so we're all going to have a shadow side. We just, divine beings, you earth angels, you work on that shadow side, you face the shadow side, you bring light to the shadow side, but you don't always want bright light because sometimes let's say you're in muddy water and if you shine a flashlight or your phone your phone light you're not going to be able to see even more. You have to be still. So yes, so be still, um, and let the person show you who they are, whether you're pursuing or being pursued. And right now it feels like your love life may be a little bit slow even if you're with somebody. um, but things are going to speed up here. I'm thinking, and look at the big picture. You are very good at feelings and looking at details. And Pluto in Aquarius, if you choose, it's going to help you to see the big picture. If you're stubborn and you're fixed on your ideas and don't have flexibility, then it'll be harder to see. But, and I'm not saying that's what you're doing. I'm just saying that right now is a time to see the big picture, to fill it out, and to face shadow. Go within if you have to. But if you have somebody that you have feelings for, or if somebody has feelings for you, then pay attention to the details and what they show when they are in their shadow. And, energy, there is no good or bad. There just is. And, um, and we need our shadow side. We need sadness. We need anger. We need for those things to show up in our lives to help us stay on track and sometimes to hold boundaries. So, if our body feels that way, then there's something that spirit is there's a message that needs to be taken into account because of those feelings, whether it's change, whether it's your energy or somebody else's energy. Yes, it will be tied to some sort of change, some sort of getting back on track. What that means, I don't know. You'll have to discern that for yourself. Um, Moving away or towards someone. So you'll know, and give it some time to be able to see the little details of somebody's shadow side and to see the details of your shadow side. And I was just going to look up, which I don't need to anymore. I felt like I needed to look up Pluto and Aquarius. Um, but things will speed up once you are able to see the shadow side and know how you can, because when shadow comes up in a partner, a potential partner, or yourself, then that is spirit's way of letting you know where you need to turn and navigate. And I'm wondering if there's anything else that you need to. I don't know why, but in the tarot there is the Nine of Pentacles coming up, coming to my mind here. So let me just, I still have a couple more minutes. So let me just pull, I've got selenite here on my deck and jade, a heart jade that I received as a wedding. It was something that they were handing out at their wedding. Sometimes people have things placed on the tables, and this couple was so in love, you guys. They were so in love. I mean, they were an inspiration. This was years ago. I would love to, yeah. Oh, maybe it's because of Venus and Scorpio. Know exactly, know if they're still in love. But they were so sweet. I mean, it was pretty beautiful. It was pretty beautiful how they'd look at each other and chase each other around, and they were probably late 20s, mid 20s, late 20s, in that age range. And it was just pretty beautiful. So Nine of Pentacles comes out of the hard work of Eight of Pentacles, but I want to bring up, I'm being called to bring out the Nine of Pentacles right now and to show you the picture. It must be for someone there. There's the Ten of Pentacles. So Nine of Pentacles is leading to the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles has the couple in it, has the couple and has the partnership. So you may be in Nine of Pentacles right now, and it's not, let me see here. It's not coming up. Let me just bring it out here. Oh, it was right in the beginning. It was like what? Like within the one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. It was the ninth card. Oh, how interesting. Okay, so um, okay, so you'll see here, there's a glare. Okay, Nine of Pentacles. So you see here that she's a woman, and even if you're a man, or whatever, energy is just energy. So this is feminine energy, holding on to one bird, holding on to a bird. Bird messages come with the birds. Hold on, then touching hand on the pentacles. So you could be. Um, with it looks like flowers, and I'm being drawn. I mean, it feels like sunflowers to me. So, and there's a confirmation on my phone. So sunflowers could be significant, but they're all on her. They're completely on her dress right there. And so if you are, focusing on your money right now, that's fine. Oh, and okay, so and I'm also noticing the snail on here too, and you'll see the snail there just right there. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe I'll go a little bit closer, but that is a snail. Let's see. Um, there you go. So that is a snail. Um, so things might be a little bit slow, and maybe because you are focusing on your money right now, and that's okay. You want to enter partnership with having a level of stability. And so here's the Ten of Pentacles that I was being drawn to also. So the Ten of Pentacles you'll see here if you're not familiar with tarot, or maybe you are, and you can see what calls to you, even if you are familiar with tarot. The Ten of Pentacles has a couple there, and it's ultimate. You're obtaining ultimate um uh money, and I'm not sure why spirit is, because I'm also being, it looks like scales in this picture here as well. That's what I'm being drawn to. Like you're building your wealth. So here it's in community and in a partnership and in couples. So it's actually a couple, but they have, the child is on the bottom here holding the dog, and then there's a wise man on the side there. So you're really building wealth here within partnership. So you want to come in as this single. And oh well, Scorpios can be very feminine as well. Whether you're a man or a woman, highly intuitive really is what it is. The feminine is usually the considered the intuitive of the both of these signs of masculine, out of masculine, and feminine. And that's what you're moving towards. So if you're in this right now, you're moving towards this. So you want to have that stability, um, and bring that high vibrational um, component, that high vibrational component to your partnership. You want to come in as that power person in order to have power couple, a power partnership. How is it? Thank you, Spirit. So that's what I have for you today. Thank you for joining me. And remember to like, subscribe to this channel. If you want to get a book of personal reading, you can click the link below. I just realized actually I didn't have as much time as I thought, and I'm going to be late right now. And so, it's pretty interesting, but you needed to hear that message. And maybe you're running late as well. I saw 34:54 on the timer there. So that's what I have for you, beautiful Earth angels. And have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon.